downtown Las Vegas, the old federal courthouse has been restored and turned into a museum, so people will never forget what took place there so many years ago. If you listen very carefully, you can hear the ghosts of the people that stood trial in this very room.
Well, I worked for a while, and then the men I was around gave me things. When I was with Ben, he bought me everything.
By Ben, you mean Ben Siegel?
Yes. He gave me some money, too.
A good lawyer could get a mob boss off scot-free, but sometimes they weren't quite as lucky. If you were a dirty, rotten rat fink who discussed the family's business, well, your days were numbered. The Mob Museum has the actual brick wall from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, complete with bullet holes. Here are some of the men that lost their lives on February 14th, 1929, complete with the slugs that caused their demise. Eventually, the mob found their way to big money in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hundreds of millions of dollars were skimmed right off the top and sent in briefcases back to the big bosses in the East. Eventually, the American public stopped glorifying the mob and started glorifying the people who were trying to do something about the mob. And while organized crime is just a ghost of its former self, it still happens everywhere. And no trip to the Mob Museum is complete without a quick visit to the underground speakeasy. So come visit the Mob Museum in downtown Las Vegas. You'll be part of the family. The Downtown Container Park is an outdoor shopping mall and entertainment complex located in downtown Las Vegas. The stores, restaurants, and bars are all housed in metal cubes and shipping containers. Now, this project was the brainchild of Tony Hsieh and his Downtown Project, a group dedicated to revitalizing downtown Las Vegas. Construction began in 2012, and the project opened on November 25, 2013 with 34 tenants. The mall is constructed out of 43 shipping containers and 41 cubes. Food and beverage offerings include Berries and Beans, Bin 702, Shafini's Hot Dogs, Downtown Terrace, Joho's Jerky, Pinch's Tacos, The Sugar Shop, and Waffleto. Shopping options include Athena's Jewelry Shop, Black Spade Tattoo, Gimme 5, Las Vegas Magic Shop, Pulpit Barber Shop, Segway Las Vegas, The Nail Buzz, Ziggy's Art Studio, and The Art Box. Go shop at all of them. The Downtown Container Park epitomizes what the new downtown Las Vegas vibe is all about. Pick a place to have dinner next week. We'll meet you there. Founded in 1996, the Neon Boneyard is dedicated to collecting, preserving, studying, and exhibiting historic Las Vegas signs. The original impetus behind this museum was the loss of the iconic sign for the Sands after it closed in 1995. There was simply no place to store the massive sign, and it was destroyed for scrap metal. Well, this was the last straw. Las Vegas decided that it would no longer consign its history to the scrap heap. In the beginning, access to the collection was provided by appointment only. It took almost a decade to present this magnificent collection to the public. In 2005, the lobby from the historic La Cocina Hotel was donated to the museum. It was moved and reassembled 4 miles north along Las Vegas Boulevard after it was cut into 8 pieces. It now serves as the museum's entry and visitor center. It cost nearly $3 million to move and restore the La Cocina lobby, and that was only part of the total expense. The plans for a museum that could be open to the public only became concrete after a number of additional grants and donations. In total, about $6.5 million was raised for the visitor center, the headquarters, a new park, and the restoration of 15 major signs. The Neon Museum is located on Las Vegas Boulevard and Bonanza Road. It's amazing to see all of this history brought back to life. You should come see it too.